It's just us.
All right, it's live.
Ba-ba. Hi,
Hello,
everybody. We're
everybody.
live.
No, it's live.
We might not have an audience, but we're live.
All right.
It just popped up.
Did it?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in a slow roll.
Hi, Mark Thomas.
There we go. Okay.
We always
Pop
have
up.
Mark. We can always rely on Mark to be here for us.
Always.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for the wrong one. Yeah, that was my fault, Mark. I told you you can't put a jar in front of the freaking camera. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Perfect. We are live. That's all that matters. You got it working.
Right.
Mark,
We're good
here.
to
What do you
go.
got to say?
What's shaking everyone? Hold on. I'm just rearranging my stuff
Oh,
Hi,
here.
Treasure Trails.
Right. What's up, Treasure Trails? What's up, Mark? We'll slowly, I'm sure, see everyone hop back in.
Hey, Bobby.
Down under North Jersey. We got a squad here. Everyone's rolling.
Jason.
There
Sorry,
we
guys.
go.
They put me in charge again. You know what happens when they do that.
Right.
Right.
I'm just going to sit here and watch,
I
okay?
have no idea. But I don't think it was me. I think it was YouTube, but I don't know that for a fact.
Just sit
But anyway,
down.
Just blame YouTube. Yeah, just blame YouTube. Yeah, so it is a lovely Wednesday night. Hump day, as always.
What day is it?
Hump day. What's cracking with you guys?
Nothing, man. I'm getting impatient to dig.
Yeah, I'm itching. I've only been out once this year so far with Trey, and we're just shooting from the hip, and all I've got so far on the year is one lonely musket ball. So
Nice.
I love basketballs. That's great.
I know.
It's
You're
good.
so simple with your finds.
No, listen, I was happy to find it. It was the only find of the day, and I was happy to find it either way. And decent first thing of the year. You know, I didn't have to dig too many nails to get through it. Oh, there we go. Timer going off.
My brother's already got 4 coppers.
No way. 4?
Man, 4.
What are they? Or you don't want to spoil it?
What?
What coppers did he get?
He's got one. He's got a KG1. He's got
Okay.
a white one that we can't figure out what it is, and he's got 2 KG2s.
No, I mean, listen, starting off early 1700s there.
No, I'm sorry. 1 KG2, 1 matron.
Oh, okay. There we go. A little mix there. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm jealous, to say the least.
Yeah, I was telling Nancy and Joe we were out over the weekend, and we both had like 10 buttons, and he landed 3 coppers.
That's awesome.
So,
I mean, I'd be happy with a decent clip of buttons right now too. I do love.
Steph Diggs is in the house. What's up, Steph?
What's up?
Steph.
Trey is MIA again. He's at IKEA, so
He's at IKEA.
I don't know. That was the running joke in the chat at one point.
No,
Trey was MIA.
from work, I think. 8:15. He said he should be home.
Hey, Ezra.
Hey,
He'll-
Mike, you got the sniffles, buddy?
Yeah, my allergies are going crazy. I know it's not the vid. I haven't gone anywhere. I've just been tucked away in my house here, so keeping it low key.
I got somebody who wants to pop in here.
There we go. Bring them on. Who do we have? Oh, there we go.
Oh, wait a minute. He's fixing his stuff here.
Everybody update your Knox to 3.0. This is not a drill, and it's an order from Steph Diggs.
There we go.
Hi, Frank.
3.0. You heard it from
Probably
Steph.
all I see is your neck.
This is the road I take to work every day.
There we go.
I don't even
We
think
have a
he realizes
special
I
guest
put him
right
live.
now, everyone. He's just getting settled in. We had a little
There
bit of
he
a
is.
hiccup.
There he is.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Harley?
Charlie.
Charlie,
you
my
feeling?
friend.
Hey, I'm alive and well. That feels great, by the way.
There we go.
So those of you who don't know, Mr. Charlie Harley just had some pretty serious surgery about a week ago, and I invited him on this evening to let everyone know that he is he's an animal. He's a monster. He's good to go. Just on the mend.
The good medicine, good doctors, lovely nurses. I healed quickly.
There we go. Bounce back.
It's the nurses. The nurses do it for you, don't they?
Oh my gosh, they were so polite, so pleasant, so compassionate. Yeah, it was wonderful to be around people that truly cared about somebody else.
Yeah.
Someone they didn't even know. I didn't
Right.
tell them I was the Harry's relic hunter. I left that a secret.
But I'm sure once the word broke, they
Probably a good thing.
autograph books, right?
Everybody wanted the permission in your hospital bed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was a 9 months to prepare for this. I had to lose weight, and it was a good thing to lose the weight.
Yeah, right. Not a bad
Yeah.
stipulation
It
in
was a
the
good
end.
thing. I had a dietitian from the hospital. Actually, it was very simple: low carbs, no sweets, high protein. So it worked out. I stopped eating a lot of carbohydrates.
There you go. That'll
I still
do it.
had carbohydrates, but I had to, watch the numbers and stuff. But anyway, I'm home, resting. My lovely wife, Joe, right? My lovely wife is taking care of me.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, it's all good. The weather's been nice here. Took a little walk today. Not much, just a little bit. I don't want to overdo it, but
Right.
Like the hospital said to walk. But
You left
but
a
anyway,
knock home,
looks
right?
like you guys might be coming down here Sunday.
That's
Some of you
right.
guys
Bernie
anyway.
told me today that it's a good possibility we are coming down to see. Well, hopefully you stop by with your wife to say hi anyway. But
I may do that. I think Paul talked to the owner today. The owner finally got back to him, and I think it's going to work out for you guys.
There we go.
you
All I
will be
can say
missed.
is this: the stuff is there. You just have to swing over it.
Good advice, buddy.
Right? Well, I mean, truer words never been spoken.
That's my true professional right there.
But should I tell you what? I mean, we did real good. There's a lot of area that we did not even touch yet. A lot of area we didn't cover. It's there, but it's not away from the 1733 homestead. It's not concentrated, as you guys know. Once you get out in the fields, you got to work harder at it, and it makes it more challenging. Joe, I'll tell you what. When I think about you being there and finding that one Riel, that thing's almost mint condition.
Yeah.
That had to make your weekend.
Oh, it made more to my weekend, my friend. That was my first Spanish silver ever. And like an idiot, I didn't call anybody on the phone and say, hey, come look what I found. I just laid on the ground and started to sky because I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful coin.
And I was also dehydrated, ready to pass out. The world was spinning, so I'm glad I didn't die that day, too. So that was a bonus.
And that was,
What year was that coin? What year was it?
1734.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet
Yeah,
silver.
beautiful coin.
yeah.
I mean, the edges still read it. The thing is mint. You talked me into getting it graded, so I think I'm going to
Oh,
definitely.
good. I mean, I've seen a lot of Riels dug out of the ground, but I'll tell you, that's the nicest one that I've ever seen. I don't know if the rest of the people there, your friends there, saw. I don't know, Nancy, did you see his Riel up close or?
I haven't seen it in person yet, but he sent me a few photos of it. It was
Oh,
absolutely
copper.
gorgeous.
All the copper popper guys are telling me the same thing too. So
Yeah,
I think
get
I'm
it
gonna
graded,
have to get
sure.
it done.
But
Charlie, have you ever gotten any coins graded before?
myself?
Yeah.
No, I did not. But recently, I talked to Paul. I think Paul's going to get his graded. Jason of Quarter Hoarder, he's getting a coin looked at. He found a rare nickel, supposed to be very rare. So they're going to post there to go to a coin show where there are people there to grade.
Oh, that's cool.
It was canceled out.
Yeah. Oh, that stinks. Yeah,
Paul's
I
going
mean,
to get his coin graded. Jason wants to get his graded at the same time. But I went through my wife. My wife has from her family. She inherited some coins, and I went through the coins about a month ago, and there's some gold coins in there, like $2.50 gold coins, and they're like almost mint condition. And I like to get them graded.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would really increase the value.
Well, the cool thing about it too is I think they clean them also the right way.
Yes, they will clean them the right way. And Paul knows that about the coin he found at 1802 half cent plus.
Yeah, that thing is
Which was
incredible.
overstamped. And he's just letting his loan. He cleaned it a little bit just to be able to see the year on it. But yeah, that's. Hope you guys come down Sunday. I hope
Yeah.
you guys. Nancy, it's a shame you don't live closer. I'm telling you.
I know.
Eric?
You'll see me this year. Trust me. I'll be
All
there
right.
this year.
Hey man, that's a long ride for me too. That's almost 3.5 hours. So
Yeah.
good.
And Eric, open invitation to you also, friend.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, but it's all working out well. I will, I'm sure, get a good report from what goes on down there.
Oh
Hopefully
yeah.
the weather's decent for you.
It's
It's
looking
getting a
like
little
it
colder
should be
down here. The
decent.
weather's been very nice right now.
Yeah. Yeah. When the plugs I was cutting the other day were just nice and crisp with the with just enough layer of frost to keep it intact and get it nice and clean, but it wasn't too hard to
And
dig.
where were you guys at?
We just trained. I just popped back to Grower Row back at the big farm just to see what we could do to get out. We hadn't been out, so we just wanted to give it
Is
a
it
whirl.
giving? Is it still a giving place?
It gave me a musket ball, so
Okay.
I got that, but it was quiet. It was real quiet, but it was a short day anyway. We were only out there for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
You didn't find Jerry's barber dime?
No. We were in. We focused on the orchard for a while, and
Oh, you guys went up to the orchard?
yeah, and we tried. That's where I found the musket ball. But actually, I went to the farm prior to the new year, like with my dad a little bit after Christmas, and I dug 2 musket balls, but nothing else in about 4 hours. So I think
Charlie, your buddy just popped in the chat.
Who's that?
Paulie.
there we go. What's up, Paul? We got a good squad jumping in here.
Yeah, we got
Mayor, we got Brooklyn, Steph, the gang. Mom has gone detecting. See, there's 21 awesome people here tonight with us.
For not knowing what I'm doing, I guess that's okay.
Right. Yeah, there's a will, there's a way, and we prevail.
Thank God we got some good followers, or we'd be in trouble.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I put on my Facebook group today about my friend Paul. That,
Yeah, we saw that was a nice write-up.
Yeah, it's been, I guess, 3 years that we've been out together. Paul is tremendous at researching. To be honest with you, I know a lot of people here in my area, as you guys have found out.
Yeah.
Everybody drives by and stops.
Right,
We
the
talk.
mayor, I'll tell you what.
So, but I have to give my wife most of the credit. See, down here, I'm not Charlie Harley. I'm Judy Snyder's husband.
There we go.
Ah, there you go.
He is honorable.
Good man. Good man.
Oh, that's Judy Snyder, not Charles Harley. So everybody knows Judy. She's the farm girl and grew up here, and everybody knows the family. So it makes it a lot easier to get permissions. But like Paul today, he sent me a photograph from the 1930s, and right next to our family farm, there's a field. Well, in this field, there's 2 colonial buildings that were there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not there now, but he located them and he researched them, and of course it's the neighbor. It's on the neighbor's ground. So there we got two colonial homesteads to go detect now, and I would never know that myself. But Paul did the research.
Right, just doing that legwork and digging in and finding out some of the smaller parts of the history of the area. And so you said Paul found it from a 1930s picture too. So
Well, he saw on it was a 1930s picture
that
He
had
saw evidence of something being there, but then he researched it, and there's a old colonial burial ground there. See, here in our area, we have a lot of graveyards. On the properties. We
Yeah,
have
the
one
crazy
behind our barn,
places. It's nuts.
and that's where the family's buried. But anyway, there's a graveyard there, and he found out that on each side of the graveyard was a colonial homestead. Not right next to it, but walking distance.
Yeah,
So that's where we're gonna try to get that place for permission.
that's exciting. Yeah, and not too far of a commute to get there, right?
No, right next door. Yep. So,
Hopefully the
but
traffic
yeah,
isn't too bad.
that's Paul. So Paul and I have a good relationship. He's kind of witty guy. You guys know that.
Oh yeah.
And he makes me laugh at times. And sometimes I want to throw my metal detector at him, but that's okay.
He also knows the best beef jerky deals in all the land.
Just don't throw the shovel at them.
So yeah, I'll tell you what. he comes with his metal detector, his shovel, his pinpointer, his bag of jerky all the time.
Absolutely. He knows where it's
Find out
at.
He only paid
Uh-oh.
like 10 cents for
We
a
lost
bag
Nancy.
of jerky, and you wonder if it's
Nancy just went
going to
poof.
kill you or not. But no, he gets special deals on things. That we have these Amish markets around here, and these Amish really they want to get rid of stuff if it's on the shelf too long. They sell it real cheap just to move it on, you know. So
Hey, a deal's a deal. And listen, that's he knows all the secrets. But the bag is the signature Paul move. I love Paul's bag. That and just sit it down, go for a little bit, and you can always spot Paul in the bag.
oh, his metal detecting bag.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for a coyote to come along and take it.
imagine
Run
that.
with it.
A bird swoops in.
Well, one time he's detecting at our property up home there, and he has bags sitting there, and he pops over to the hill, and by darn, there's a big coyote there staring at him. He didn't know what to do. He kind of stared at this coyote, and I don't know. I can't remember if he said he backed off or what, but I just wondered if the coyote wanted to play a trick on Paul and take his bag away from him. But
Oh, my
of course,
God.
it didn't.
Hey,
happen.
Charlie, now that you're on with us live, why don't you tell us the bull story? Because we only caught a little bit of it.
Oh, the bull.
The bull. Yeah, the bull story. I heard they got chased by a bull.
Joe,
Well-
Nancy's trying to get in right now.
I got her.
Okay.
Well, obviously, you guys. Hi, Nancy, again.
Hi, sorry about that. I hit the wrong thing.
My situation was the Field of Dreams. Where you guys all were.
Yeah.
Eric, of course, didn't have the opportunity. Nancy did, but it was like a place, a permission where I got this permission. I didn't know anything about it, but we were at a place. The Copperheads were, we were at a place earlier, right? And it just didn't pan out too much. Found a few buttons, and we decided to move on. I said, I got this permission, not too far away. Let's go there and see what happens, right? We go there. I'm not even out of the truck putting stuff together. And you guys found two 1,700 coins right away.
Julian bagged them in like seconds.
Yeah, like 15 feet out away from the truck. And then I thought, sometimes a good beginning is a bad ending. But I'll tell you what, it became the Field of Dreams that day.
Right.
Really amazing.
That was a good day.
But if you guys remember, I said to you guys, I didn't want to go into the pasture.
If the cows are close.
Well, the cows were there. Plus, I just wanted to save it for a friend of mine. Actually, Kurt France. I wanted to invite him up too, But anyway, we didn't go in the pasture. We found plenty of stuff that day. But Paul and I, we went back 2 weeks ago, I guess it's been, and the corn's off the field, but the corn stalks are there.
Yeah.
And we got tired of swinging in the corn stalks. He found stuff, but it was hard work. So we decided to go in the pasture, and nothing was in the pasture, and it's almost down to the dirt. So it's going to be easy swinging. We go in the pasture, and we're swinging there, and all of a sudden, out from the barn comes about 10 to 12 cows, and there were two bulls with them. And I'm over near the fence, and Paul's out in the middle of the field in the pasture. And they spotted him. They thought maybe he was an easy target or something.
He was waving the red bullfighter flag, right?
He looked more delicious than me at the time. So all I heard was Charlie. I'm looking around. Also, I see these cows, and I see him kind of he's running. I guess you could call it running. Yeah, you had to be there. But they stopped.
Funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They stopped, and I went over. See, I grew up on a farm. I had cattle and steers and bulls, and I thought maybe I would kind of stop them from being more vicious or whatever. And they looked at me, and they all stopped. And Paul was able to walk around and get to a safe spot where there's a pile of stones and rocks, right? Big stones and rocks and trees where they couldn't get us. And we stood on top of the rock pile. And we didn't
So
know
who
what to
ran
do.
the fastest?
Right.
Late in the day. So I'm trying to figure out that it was a high electric fence, and it's really a hot fence. So I said, Paul, get a little bit closer to the bulls and have them stare at you, and I'll walk down along the fence and see if there's a place to crawl out. So I walked down along the fence. At the very bottom, there was an erosion ditch. And I was able to get my shovel and make the ditch deeper. I could slide out underneath the fence and get out.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah. So I got out, and then I went up to see this guy was coming to visit with his dog, and all the cows and the bulls went up to the dog to see the dog. They left Paul alone that Paul could get out.
Wow. Truly man's best friend,
Did
right?
you guys get any of that on video?
But it was, you know what? I wish I had it on video.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
That would have been
Paul's
a great blooper.
Paul's probably watching and listening. He says, "Oh, I wasn't scared. I was all right."
I got chased across a cow field one time when I was fly fishing in England, and I can relate. That is a terrifying feeling when you don't know if they're looking to just come up. And they're likely coming up to investigate, but when they get a running towards you, you just got to book it.
You do, and we had a bull on our farm when it was being born. The mother died, so this bull calf we had at our house like a dog. We had it like a dog.
Wow.
We raised it like a pet, and it would run around the house. And kids would play outside, and the little bull calf would play with them. But that bull grew up to be the most dangerous animal we ever had on the farm. He wasn't afraid of us.
Oh, true. Yeah, and it doesn't know its own strength at that point.
No, and once he got in love with our herd that we had, the female cattle, once he got in love with all those cows, he didn't want us to even be near him. And yeah, he's a threat to the family. We had to get rid of him, but we raised him like a pet. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a fun day. Afterwards.
That's
laughed about
awesome,
it.
though. I would have loved to have been a fly, I guess not on the wall, but just a fly observing that situation. A fly on the dung at that point.
Fly in a dung patty.
Yeah.
Well, what the problem was, it was getting late in the day. It was ready to get dark. And I said, Paul, I don't want to sleep here tonight. You know, we got
Well, I don't think what time of day it would have been. It was still a problem.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It don't matter.
So,
If that bull
but
decided to take a
that's
charge.
check. I don't know,
What's
do you
that?
guys ever have any problems with animals while you're detecting?
Overly
Dogs
friendly
or,
dogs, which is a good problem,
what's
I
that?
guess.
Yeah.
Overly friendly dogs, and one time, actually, when I found my first my Jersey Copper, it was an English Bulldog puppy that was like maybe 6 months old. That was just around us the entire time. That was the most harassed I think I've ever been by an animal while detecting. As
Wow.
a kid.
We had a dog come up to us out one time. Dog came right up to us, probably maybe about 3 feet away.
Really?
Snuck right up behind me, man. It was scary.
Right? You turn around and then they do that jump too.
Oh, she was firm, man. She was just like,
Yeah.
Standing her ground.
yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was,
Yeah.
strange day, but it all worked out. Yeah, I think with that Field of Dreams, Paul and I decided that we're just going to wait until it's in soybeans again.
Right.
We did
Wait
talk,
till beef
to the
season.
farmer. What's that?
I said, wait till beef season. The cows will be gone.
Yeah, cow. Yeah, we can go in the meadow. Yeah. We can
Charlie,
go
did you
there,
guys ever do the
we can go
backfields
back.
there?
What's that?
Did you guys ever do the backfields there or no?
Well, no, corn stalks are there. I mean, the corn's off, but the stalks are about 2 feet high, and it's really hard swinging. And I get too tired of jumping over each row, and the stalks are like sticks. You know, they're hard. They don't when you step on them, they don't bend over. It's a lot of stepping over, and the rows are only 28-inch rows. That's how wide. You know, rows are pretty thin up our way. We plant the corn pretty close. If they were 30-inch, 38-inch rows, you could swing better, but they're only 28-inch rows. They're close. It doesn't give you much to swing.
Right.
So we're going to wait until soybeans are in and go back next year.
Keeps
we
it
can go
fresh,
back and
right?
play around if we get bored. But that's a great place. There's a lot to detect yet.
So much history there. Oh,
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about the memories of that day, man. That was crazy.
Right. That was a blast. It's always a great
Yeah,
time when
that's the day.
everyone gets together.
But that's the whole
That's
thing
right,
about
right.
it. You walk away with great memories.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just amazing. Again, Joe, you hit it. You had a good day there with that silver knee buckle. I think it's beautiful,
Yeah, and then I had the cat bust dime too.
which I have never found.
I got
think
my
there's
first
a couple-
seed that day.
Yeah, I think there's a couple found that day.
Yeah.
What's done?
Yeah. Trey
You
got
had
cat
the
first.
taco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
fired it.
crazy because I can remember pretty much everything everybody found that day.
Yeah, it's ingrained in the memory.
Yeah.
So
Now, would
Charlie,
you guys, if I would send you, I'm just curious about this. So if I would send you a map of like a 3D picture of that farm, would you know where you found your stuff? Could you
Oh,
like
absolutely.
pinpoint it?
100%.
Yeah. Because we
Yeah,
have
that's
an
a good idea.
owner. We have an owner that is interested in knowing. He don't want anything, but he's interested in knowing where we find the stuff. And Paul and I have done that at 3 different places, where we would actually pinpoint each using colored dots, and each dot has a number. Then we would list what we found, and it's kind of neat thing that even for us to save.
Well, I can tell
That's a
you
great
that
idea.
there was definitely houses on both sides of that driveway.
yeah, there must have been.
Definitely on both sides. As soon as you pulled in the driveway.
Well, I found out where the road is now, the driveway now, it was higher up in the field. I found that out
Oh, wow.
last month. The driveway
That's
was
interesting.
higher up in the field. Now I'll tell you what, you guys, talking about the Field of Dreams there. At the end of the driveway is a house, and the guy I contacted that guy who owns that. It's an 1800 house. If I can metal detect he has an acre there, thinking maybe there'd be great stuff, in his yard there. We found nothing.
Yeah. Is that
Well,
is that in the front left corner? If you were looking
in the
down
corner.
the driveway towards and the kids came over when we were there the one time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
found
Wow,
nothing
that's
there.
crazy. That's wild. You'd
Just
think, I mean,
modern
you'd think
pennies.
proximity. Really?
I think
man.
it was detected before that guy's property. We found nothing old. No
That's
silver,
interesting.
no just modern pennies.
Wow.
If that place ever gets turned again, it'll be crazy all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
But it's wild. I mean, so all right. This is a question for the chat, and if this is something that I've been missing out on because there's a lot of it out there, shame on me. But I just saw this new show on Amazon Prime. It's called Time Team, and it's a British show, I guess. And there's like 5 seasons out there. Have you guys watched it?
I have not.
No. Okay. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's not specifically metal detecting, but it's this archaeology team in England, and they sift through they do digs and they use sifters instead, and they're tracing it all back. But they have a specific landscape like archaeology team that reads the land to determine, okay, this is where there was a foundation 400 years ago. It's crazy just to be able to see all that different stuff. But I've just been trying to watch as much as I can. So if you're on Amazon Prime, check it out. It's called
What's it called?
Time Team.
Time Team.
It's an older show. I used to watch it when I lived in England.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Exactly. Yeah. And there's like so seasons like 11, 17, 18, 19, 20 are on
It's a
Amazon.
great show, and it's really informative too.
Yeah, it's so cool. I was so excited to find something new to watch that, I just about like history and finds at that point and dig into the ground. So if the chat hasn't seen it, go check it out as well. But
All right.
I don't know. Just looking for other stuff to fill the time when I can't get out there when it's too cold, Gotta get the fix somehow.
Now I know there's a show talk about England. Nancy, isn't there a show called the Detectorist?
Yes.
It was a show called the Detectorist. 2 guys went out. It was like a funny show more than anything.
Yeah, it's like
That's a great show to watch. I love that.
that's a good one.
Where can
I
I
wish they
watch that
did-
show?
It is on. Is it on like Netflix? I think.
I think it is now, actually. I think it is now.
I think it was like Netflix and Hulu for one season, but there's only 3 seasons of it, and I really wish they did
Right.
more.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
that's-
at least
that's
we
gotta be
got sunshine, right? Although in
Yeah.
England, it gets a lot of
You
it.
have to like British humor too. So
That's true. It's very dry.
yes.
Let's see. I'll find out for you,
Okay, I'll be
Charlie.
right back. Give me 1 second.
All
I'll be
right.
back.
Nancy, you got to admire in that chat, girl.
That's Alex. Hello, Alex from Russia. Alex is wonderful.
He's everywhere.
He is. He's great. We need to get Alex on a stream one day. We really do, Alex. You need to come live with one of us.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be into that. Alex, hit us up, buddy.
We are with it. Is
I know it's hard to understand our slang sometimes, but communication we can
Sorry,
make it work.
guys.
That's all right.
You're good.
You're the wounded warrior. You're allowed to be
Right?
Yeah.
When are you thinking you'll be
Thank
getting
you.
back out there, Charlie? What's the time frame where you're going to be back out detecting?
Well, they first said 8 to 10 weeks, but then the doctor said things went so well. He said 6 weeks.
Nice.
He's
That's
hoping
not
for
so
6
bad.
weeks.
Okay.
That's not bad.
For me, no, it's not bad. For me, it's all about lifting.
Yeah.
Lifting.
Yeah.
I just might take a sidekick along to do the digging, in the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
for a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Absolutely. That makes
I
sense.
might take my daughter. My daughter has an interest in metal detecting, believe it or not. Her and I did a video together called Daddy Daughter Day. We did it for
Yeah, I
Father's
saw
Day.
There you go.
I remember that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you could be like Gary Drayton and have your own digger.
Right?
Yeah, there you go. She never.
Well, you had your own digger at Boyerton too.
What's that?
Yeah. Didn't you have someone helping you dig as well at the Boyertown hunt?
Yeah. Who was that?
Wasn't it like your cousin or
Oh,
something?
Your cousin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I know who it was. Yes, that's right. Hey, I couldn't remember that, but yes, there's. Yeah, she's related to me. She wanted to get involved, but she got in too late. She was
Yeah.
rejected, but she could go in as a guest.
Gotcha.
She
Yeah.
paid
That
you
worked out.
$10, she could be a guest and follow someone. She says, "I'll
Not
tell
a
you
bad
what.
deal.
I'll follow you, hang with you." I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. Dig the holes for me,
Right.
Dig the
Right.
holes. If you don't mind, because that would be, to me, it'd be boring, right?" So she would dig the holes and she'd use a pinpointer. So it worked out pretty good.
That's
She
awesome.
enjoyed doing that. I said to her, if you get bored, let me know. I said, but no, she said, no, I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying being here. She's enjoying watching people find stuff. So she had a fun day, even though she couldn't get involved. She had a metal detector for a metal detecting unit, I think a white. She had it for about 5 years and she never used it much.
Oh wow.
So I went to her
That's cool.
house. I went to her house and worked with her for. I don't know much about a white metal detector, but we went out a couple times now to get her going and to help her, take her time and look at the VIs and just learn more about detecting, like by going out and doing it with someone. I said you need to do it with someone. In most cases, it makes it more fun and you'll find stuff. So she has
absolutely.
done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool though, and at least it's one more person getting into the hobby, right? I mean,
One more person. And her husband
Yeah.
has
Right.
one. Now he has one. So I'm glad I went up twice now to help her out, to motivate her. And she watches our videos. She watches your videos. And
there we
Yeah.
go.
so she's up in Lehigh Valley.
Oh, okay. Okay. Not too
between
far.
you and I. She lives
Yeah.
between you and I. That's a
Exactly.
very historical area.
Oh,
I was going to
absolutely.
say a lot of history up there.
Yeah.
Lehigh Valley is very outside of Allentown, those big fields, big colonial
Oh,
properties.
It's insane. Those farms are
You have to
massive.
get permission.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where it helps knowing the farmer's daughter, right, Charlie?
Yeah, definitely. Knowing the farm tour and-
Oh, that was pretty good, Mike. I like that.
Oh, man.
But
It's all
Yeah,
about
yeah,
connections.
Right. Right. Well, that's the
I'll
thing
tell
that
you,
What's
it's
that?
been fantastic 3 years getting together with Paul.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Some of the permissions we found. It's really good for the heart and soul and make new friends all the time, as you guys are aware of.
The most.
You guys have
That's
made
the
a lot
best
of new
find.
friends over the next couple of years. Yes, that's makes
Truly
makes it
is.
nice.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. It is. I mean, connecting with people all over the country, all over the world at this point, and just even just getting to chat with someone new, it's different, it's exciting, and you learn something every single time, and it's always a great experience and helps us grow as detectors and people. So, especially in a time where we can't socialize so much, right?
Right. Yeah,
So
and you know
true.
what's really nice about detecting? You can really keep a distance from each other without worrying about getting close. Nancy, again, England. Do you know Cy Weber?
No.
Cy Weber, he's a detectorist in England. I'll have to give you information about Cy. He lives in England. He detects in England, and he's pretty much involved with
Okay.
detecting. He's a great guy to get to know.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful.
Yeah, and
I hope to get back there.
He chats with me. Yeah,
Who's Paul talking
he's pretty
about
big
right
time
there?
over there. So
I might if
He
I
finds
see his
some
face.
stuff.
I don't know a lot of last names, so that might be throwing it off, but
well, if you see his face, he's always holding a beer can. He must be sponsored by some beer company. He has a beer can.
he's British. They're all holding beer cans.
As often
More
as I
so
see
now,
him-
more so now with the lockdown.
Yeah, right.
Oh man,
Yeah,
yeah,
my
stuff bigger
neighbor,
stuff like that.
There's a winery next to my house here, Vineyard Winery next door. And I said to him, they used to always have gatherings here at the winery. I said, it's a shame about, COVID, no more gatherings, and they'd have a band there, blah, blah, blah. She said, this past year was our best year.
Really?
Really? Why?
People are home, and while they're home with the kids, they drink more wine, I guess.
That's true.
Uh,
So, wine.
Yeah. It's a thin line of knowing you don't have to go anywhere, right?
That's right. Hey, my wife's not here. I chased her upstairs. She's on the phone with her friend. But my wife, she came home the other day my wife's not a heavy drinker, but I'm thinking about the winery, how they just got done telling me how good they're doing. She comes home with a bag of wine. Wine.
There we go.
And I noticed she's sipping a little bit more,
Right.
So
Well,
I thought
taking
so.
care of you all day, I imagine she probably wants to
all
have a
day.
couple more drinks, right?
Never mind that. You want to climb in the bottle.
And she's home too, so that's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta
man.
show you one thing again. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's leaving us again.
Right. What's going on in the chat? I'm trying to keep up with everyone here.
I think Alex took me the wrong way.
Oh, no.
What's Paul talking about? Some goats in the barn? What was that
Yeah,
about?
found something we wrote in the barn.
Something. What's going on, Liz? All right, we got a lot more people in now. That's good.
Yeah, this is great to see you all tonight.
Right? Just another lovely Wednesday with a surprise from Charlie. What do we got?
Shay.
Well, it's no big surprise, but I just want to tell you what kind of family I married into. As soon as I got home from the hospital, my brother-in-law called me up, and he wanted to see how I'm doing, my wife's brother. And what he did, he gave my wife something for me to help me out, because I'm supposed to take it easy. But he gave my wife a bell.
I hear a bell. Oh, look at that.
That's
So in other
cool.
words, my one son, Judy,
Oh my goodness.
Judy,
You've trained your wife to a bell.
Oh my goodness. It's now like a 4-star hotel at this place over here, Charlie, huh? You
It's
get
funny.
turned down
Dad
service?
had one of those.
I thought it was kind of. I haven't used it yet. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Next time I go up to the field of
Oh no.
Oh, we lost him.
No. Try you kick Charlie out. What the heck,
Next time I go to the Field
Charlie.
of Dreams, I don't know what it is.
man?
I think Charlie's battery died.
Uh-oh.
Hi guys.
Hey, Trey.
Trey.
What's up, fam?
Yes, that's why he's late. He had a haircut.
Yeah, right?
No,
Was that
I actually have some stuff in there. I
Wow.
took off my dress shirt, so don't mind my
You still got
attire.
some product? You still got some product in there?
Who's in here? Marlon, Anthony, Ezra.
We got the squad.
guy. What? The digger from Russia. Is his name John?
Alex.
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 Which
Alex.
one?
Hi,
Yes, Alex.
Whoa. You guys been partying all night?
Partying hard.
We've been partying with Harley.
I was in Connecticut, by the
There's
way.
the comment. Who let Trey in here?
Right?
What was that?
Mark Thomas,
Oh my!
your
Mark,
number one fan.
I'm coming up there and grabbing that prize that you had won. Oh, hi, Steph. Hey, I was in Connecticut today. All you Connecticut people.
Connecticutians.
I was Middletown, Connecticut, where all your dreams will come true.
Remember, nightmares fall under the dream category as well.
Steph says, so Trey finally moses on in as Charlie
guess.
gets booted. Trey, what did you do here?
Weird how that happened.
You broke the internet.
Better late than never.
Oh, he's
Like
back.
Charlie. Yay, there he is.
Don't know what happened.
I
Trey
can't-
did it. We
It
blame
was
Trey.
Hi, Trey.
They said they couldn't have this too many handsome fellas on the same screen. So,
Oh, I'll leave then.
Thanks for the compliment. So Trey, I guess you'll be down,
the boys.
down here, right? Coming up. You'll be down our area coming up soon, huh?
Trey.
Trey.
Oh, there
Trey?
you go. What do you say? No, the phone, like, if you're on the phone, it gets really, like, when people join, it gets really chattery for a second, and then it fixes. What'd you say,
Yeah.
Charlie?
Yeah. It's chattery for me all of a sudden, too, but I guess you'll be coming down to our area soon.
Yes, I guess so.
I think
I
all
guess
got everything
so.
worked out.
How are
So,
you feeling? I know
Last
I
time you
missed
were down,
all
I
the.
think you went home with a quarter. A silver
Who?
quarter, right? Then you get
Oh
silver
yeah,
quarter
yeah,
here,
just a
right?
kind of clad quarter, I guess. Close to a clad quarter.
No, I
He's
thought
talking
it
about-
wasn't you that got that hand seated.
Yeah, it was a seated quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, don't scare me now. That thing was
Oh,
in
yeah.
good shape. That was a
Yeah, I'm
nice shape,
super
too.
pumped.
That
What
was
if
a
Paul,
great
Paul
shape.
said something about me in the chat? I can't see it.
He was talking
Oh,
about
they're
goats in a
dropping you
barn
off.
and you.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I'm excited to come that side of the state line. That's for sure.
Right.
So,
Well,
How
I hope
you
you guys
feeling,
have fun
Charlie?
down here.
you good?
Pretty good, yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought it was it was I don't want to say it was a serious operation, but it was concerning to the medical team,
Yeah.
but they felt confident and it seemed to work out pretty good. So I'm just relaxing, but I feel good. And
You look fabulous. You really do. You look really good.
thanks. Thanks, because it's been less than a week, and I'm just going to hang out, stay low for a while. I may come out to just say hi to you guys. I'll have my Uber driver take me out and visit with you guys. Maybe say hi. My Uber driver, her name is Judy, by the way.
Slow and
Your wife
steady.
here, you
Don't
call
overdo it.
Hey, keep it up. She'll leave you in the field, and you have to walk home injured.
No, he has a bell.
Oh yeah. Ring the bell.
He's just gonna ring for her.
But I'll never get her out detecting. I know that.
No
She
dice.
supports me. She supports me 100%. But I know my daughter. You will see her out in the field one of these days detecting. I know she likes it.
Yeah.
So again, maybe once I go out in the beginning, as I was saying before, I got cut out of the stream here. She may go with me, and her and I stay close to each other, and she digs her holes, and she can come over and help me out in the
Perfect.
beginning to get back
Yeah.
to full strength again. Yeah.
It takes a
But
team,
we did
right?
that-
That's right.
What's that?
It takes a team.
Yeah, it takes a team. She enjoyed doing that daughter-dad dig for Father's Day. She really enjoyed that. and she says she wants to do it again. So now this will give her the opportunity to do it again with her dad. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
she's-
listen,
she's,
those are good moments to have, right?
Mike, will you
Pass it
dig
on.
my holes?
No, unfortunately not. I had to lend you my pinpointer last weekend, so I think I've done my due diligence because, as everyone
Bring that up.
knows, Trey forgets things like his pinpointer, not just in the car but in his own house. So,
It
Well,
was
it's not as bad as
technically
this
my
detector
Galoshes.
that last time.
right, it's something though. It's always something. We'll see. We'll leave him in Pennsylvania next time. He can walk home. He'll give you the real colonial experience.
Hey, just give me that bell. I'll wrap
Hey,
it
jumping a
around
horse
my
and
neck.
buggy for one of the Amish guys hitchhiking.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about Amish and Mennonites and stuff. I was driving by down the street here, a farm where I took Kevin Dow to, Jason, also Paul, and I, and the guy, the Mennonite, old order Mennonite, gave me permission. He didn't even know me, but he gave me permission. Now he's old order Mennonite, but his group, they allow phones. Okay. They allow
Okay.
phones. He gave me permission over the phone. I didn't know
There
who
we
I was,
go.
but I saw him today, and I thanked him. He said, "For what?" I said, "For metal detecting your farm." And he said, "Oh," he said, "Well, did you find anything?" And I told him what we found. He had no clue what I was talking about. But what I'm going to do, Nancy, for good luck, I told him I'm going to give you a Croto belt. I told this farmer I'm going to give you a Croto belt. I said it will give you good luck.
It did.
So
Right.
That's my lucky Croto bell.
yeah.
There we go.
So,
that's what
that's
you
all
need as
we
long as
do.
you get a lucky totem.
Yep. Yeah. So it was very neat. The guy didn't even know who I was, but he said he at the very end he said, "You're welcome to come back anytime."
That's
That's
awesome.
nice.
He has a big farm down the road here, so he was very kind. But
Very nice.
That's awesome.
anyway, yeah. So
Trey, what are you doing?
He's trying to find
Right
the best
up.
angle.
I'm distracted.
Right there. Right there.
I'm half freaking dressed, for God's sakes. Got home. I just walked in the door.
It's
Well, thank
commitment.
God you're half dressed.
And that's what commitment looks like.
Yeah, you can only see the top.
We don't want to see the bottom.
Now, just keep it up here, face. Are
We
you
don't
in
want
your
to see your
pajamas?
pinpointer.
No.
That's the type of show, Trey.
Well, that'll get us demonetized real quick.
We'll have to take it to a different platform.
Oh no, Ray said still
hey, Eric,
at work.
where are you going?
What's up?
Are you going out anywhere this weekend? Since we're all going.
Yeah,
And Nancy,
actually,
you guys
Trey
going
and them were
anywhere?
ditching me to go to PA this weekend. I got a big place to go. I got a bunch of people
And
coming.
you're out near Ohio, Pittsburgh. Where you at?
We're
No,
in
you're
New Jersey.
you're in New Jersey, right?
Yeah,
You're also in New Jersey. That's right.
Jersey
So you're
represent.
going detecting this weekend. It's not frozen there either, right?
no.
No frozen ground.
If I didn't have commitments, I would take you up on your offer.
It's a good problem when
There you go.
everyone's
Yeah.
got lots of places to go, you know? But it always works out like that. It's always, timing is always just off half the time at least. But at least we're all getting out there swinging, right?
We don't want your brother coming anyway.
Yeah.
Start as coppers.
Fire right now.
Yeah, my
Now,
brother's on
it's-
fire.
It's good.
We've
We got to
been
ride the
fortunate
wave.
with the weather. I don't know, Nancy, where you're at, I guess it's pretty cold, right?
It's been pretty cold. We still have snow on the ground, but the woods are fine. You can still detect in the woods great. The fields are starting to get pretty solid, though. So just head for the woods.
All right. Not head for the hills, head for the wood.
Pardon?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I
Kevin Dow. I was gonna say where Kevin Dow lives is it's not able to detect there yet because of the snow.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, we're fortunate enough that it's been a light enough winter so far, but there's a lot left to go. So
Yes.
I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we can get something like last year where we were out starting in January and all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I had a small field on Saturday and I couldn't even get the shovel in the ground.
Yeah, it froze quickly.
Yeah.
The fields around here did really quick this year.
Trey and I drove out to the farm, and then we realized, well, we hiked all the way up to the orchard, and we're like, oh, we haven't really done a test hole yet, or it was before the orchard, but still, we had no idea if we drove the 40 minutes out there if we could even put a shovel in the ground. Fortunately, we were able to. Unfortunately, it did not yield so much.
Yeah.
We only had only twice this year where the ground was frozen, and each time it was only 2 inches, which wasn't too bad.
Yeah, shovels
And we
just
were able
cut
to
right
break
through.
Yeah, and with these Predator shovels, they work pretty good to get that crust broken away. That frozen ground works great.
The serrated edge does good work real quick.
No, the woods are still like butter out there. The woods are great.
That's
That's
awesome.
because of the pine. Well, you have pine trees.
The pine trees, all the layers of leaves over it, and then you get the snow, so it's nice insulation. The ground's not freezing up there. It is. It's like butter. You're still just digging it.
That's such a nice
So you go
feeling.
into the woods,
It is.
and do you go along fence rows, like stone fence rows? You try to find cellars. What do you do?
I do a lot of the cellar holes, a lot of the rock walls we follow. I mean, I live in a very 1700 area. So just my own backyard is 100+ acres, and it's all rock walls. I live on an old rail bed. So I've got my own playground in my backyard, but we basically go out and we hit a lot of the class 6 roads, which take you to a lot of the old cellar holes.
That's cool.
Yeah. I enjoy being in the woods.
Yeah, there you go. This time of year, I bet it's beautiful.
Yes.
I have a place on our property where we still have a lot of stone walls. I've never detected it. So tell me how you detect a stone wall. Along each side of it, you walk down it because they build it by hand. They probably drop things when they built the wall. So you find
Yeah.
Yeah, I go along the side of the stone. You'll be surprised what you can find. I mean, a lot of workers would sit on the rock walls during lunches and breaks. Down the next town over, the town that I work in, there used to be an old ice house there. And I was hunting in the rock walls, and I got myself a pair of the old ice grips.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were deep. They were deep, and they were under a bunch of the rocks. They must have stopped for lunch or something and left them there. And just over the years, it was great though. I brought it to the Historic Society, and I was like, "Do you guys want this?" They were like, "No, we already have 2 of them."
That's cool, though.
So I've got it sitting on my porch. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I should probably do electrolysis on it.
You got both of them?
yeah. I
Yes.
like to do, like I said, we have
That's cool.
a part of our property has stone walls, and the walls are in the woods. Now they weren't woods. If you look at a 1930 map, you can see the stone walls, which are still there, but instead of being a field, it's trees now. So I was saying to myself, maybe I should do that with something. Just walk up along the walls and
You
swing
see what
and
Steph
see if I
said?
find anything.
Yes.
Steph said I found a complete mid 1700 shoe buckle frame right up against the rock wall today.
Wow.
That's-
There we go.
Today.
So right up against
Wow,
the wall.
that's something.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's a good start to the year too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
So
how I
I'm
put the
thinking-
detector shaft for a shoe buckle against a rock wall.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a tough go you had that day, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh,
Rumor mill has it. My new one is done and ready to get picked up.
there we go.
Well, it's also one of the old stories is when you're like by the old farmhouses
yeah.
that, a lot of them used to hide their money in their yards. And it used to be like, if you looked out at the kitchen window and looked towards the rock wall, they used to hide their money by the rock walls. They used to bury. And it used to be, they used to always say, look for that odd, funny stone, a weird colored stone. And that would be their marker. So they knew where their money was back then. So it's one of the things I always look for when you're looking at the rock walls. You kind of look for that strange colored stone and go detecting around there just in case. I haven't found it though.
I'm gonna start overanalyzing every rock I see in a rock wall. Is that weird enough? What do we think? How much has it changed?
Look for that, try to find that quartz color rock or something that's
Yeah,
different from it.
that's cool. Yeah, that's a really
Well, I'm
neat
glad I
fact.
knew that. I'm going to try that. I'll give
What's
it a
that?
try. That you know how it works out for me.
Yeah, Hopefully you find
Dude,
a jar of
detector.
coins or a box.
And if Seth,
Oh, I'd love to.
yeah. It'd be- So
That'd
if
be
Seth,
awesome.
if Seth found one today,
Oh, Charlie! What did you do, Trey?
That's time.
You're giving them too much of the
He was
show.
about to give us all
My turn
the
now.
It's hard for you to be this quiet, isn't it?
Hey, I'm enjoying it actually, but I've been distracted, so. And I feel bad. Paul's like, stop moving the camera. My phone, I'm
You're
trying
making
to,
us
not
dizzy.
show my forehead.
Charlie!
bang.
Yeah.
Oh, why? I don't know. I disappear.
Yeah, see? Steph just said also.
Yeah, that's cool information. I didn't know that.
visible from the master bedroom, possibly marked. That's cool.
Yeah, they always watch their money.
Yeah,
Something.
it makes sense. I mean, I would never trust myself to bury money somewhere. I would totally forget.
You'd be surprised how many did back then.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
my grandfather would never do banks. He had money
Right.
hidden everywhere.
Yep. that's
well, I
the
mean,
old
you think
school
about
way.
it, right? In the early 1900s, with the wildcat banking and whatnot, the faith in the financial institution just wasn't there whatsoever.
Yeah.
When
It's
my
crazy.
mother-in-law died, we found, now they lived in an old farmhouse. We found five 5-gallon buckets.
Wow.
Wow.
When she passed away, the family went through the house and up in the attic. It's a colonial home. Up in the attic, there's a room for hanging meat. Back in the colonial days, they hung the meat up in the attic. They had a room for flour, for sugar. It was amazing property.
That's so
Amazing
cool.
property. She had 5-gallon buckets, and we found out it was money that she saved ever since she was a little girl from selling eggs. From
Wow.
selling eggs.
That's crazy.
Obviously,
Yep.
we had an auction, but we hired someone to go through the coins.
I would.
That's a task. That's a big task. And I imagine
It
my
was,
eyes would be pretty burnt out after one 5-gallon bucket.
It worked out
Do you-
for us because at the auction, we saw people come in with briefcases and suits with cell phones in their hands.
Oh.
Buyers. And they
Well, a
were-
lot of those probably didn't get into circulation long.
Go ahead, Troy. Answer that question.
They were in good shape.
Alex
That-
said, guys, do you have a setting for sites in America not allowed to search? When there is no one there in the pit before clearing the site for the foundation in the old parts of the city? Just have a setting for sites in America not allowed to search.
We typically just go to our own permissions where we have the permission.
Yeah. In a pit before clearing the site.
Like a lot of the woods that I do are town properties. We're allowed, most towns around here allow us on their properties. We're not allowed to hunt on state properties or state parks. That's a no. Anything historical is a no.
Separate
But
rules.
there's so many private woods here that between private residents and town property, there's so much land.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ground to cover.
Have any of you
Yes.
guys done? Have any of you guys done sidewalk strips?
So I tried
Sidewalk.
in my old house. I tried at like a 5-foot stretch, and I found 2 pennies, and that was it. But no. But I see like who's that channel that's in like South Carolina or India or is he in Kansas City? Right?
No, you're talking about. You might be talking about it's Mike and
What is it? I can't remember, but they do a lot of sidewalk stripping. They find some awesome stuff. So I don't know. I just never.
Weedy
see-
Boys do too. Mhm.
Yeah. I just never see.
Well,
I
yeah.
have no sidewalks in my town, so that's out.
what?
No, I
is
never
that?
see them get torn up ever. Like it's always like just normal sidewalks.
Alex
he
is.
said, yeah, the old
ahead.
building is being demolished. The land remains before the development. So,
Oh,
there is a lot. We call them like sidewalk tear outs or like Main Street tear outs. So, I find it tough to do old farms and stuff, or barns and stuff that were torn down because there's so much debris. But a lot of people, when the sidewalks or the roads of a main town are torn out, a lot of people metal detect that before they get repaved.
But also, a lot of it's private too. A lot of the old buildings that get demolished now aren't owned by the cities or towns; they're actually private or owned by real estate companies. And a lot of real estate companies won't let you on their properties,
Yeah.
which is sad.
Yeah, I think the problem is in Pennsylvania, they're afraid you're going to find something that would stop the construction of the property.
Yes.
That's a valid point.
You know, historical, archaeological find.
Well, we had that. We had that at my work.
Really?
We just did a renovation at our school, and it's an old 1700 town, and they found a family burial ground, and they found a small child. So they had to complete construction stop, while they tried to track down the family farm that used to be there to see if they could find any of the old descendants of this small child. And then eventually they were able to move the child to another location on the school property and continue with the renovation. But they also found a lot of Indian artifacts, Native American artifacts.
Wow.
So
Really
that was
cool.
fascinating because we had the crews that were there like every week doing certain, and I ended up actually the construction guy. I probably shouldn't say this because I ended up getting the plan of what they found, different things of what they found.
Oh wow.
On the property. So it's really fascinating what's there.
That's
I just can't find any of that. I wish I could.
right. It's always the way it works.
Everything's clear. Problematic because the private like ours. Give the watchman a couple bottles.
Well, that's what they say to do here to get yourself a good permission.
Right.
Have a nice little 6-pack of beer or some lottery tickets and offer them to the farm owners.
That's a good point. Maybe we should do that, Mike. Carry
Lottery
around
tickets. No, lottery tickets. You think about this. You have the lottery tickets ready to go. And then they say, oh, well, if you find anything crazy, we split it. And then you give them the lottery tickets and say, fine, same deal for you. Here you go. And then they make Mega Millions. And then we also get a permission. Right? Verbal binding agreement. And we're good to go. Oh, my goodness.
But I do that now. It drives me crazy. Like down the road right now, they're building. It was all woods, and they're building this. I don't know what, some sort of company that's going in there. And today they dug up a big part of the dirt, and there's just mounds of dirt. And I so want to stop there tomorrow after work and say, "Do you mind if I just swing this?"
Right. You're not hurting anyone. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got to wonder all those times with those construction sites.
I would try it. It doesn't hurt to try it.
That's true. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah. The worst they can say is no.
This is true.
Hey, G,
That's funny.
yeah. Here.
I don't want to say.
Oh man.
Alex is a jokester.
Yeah, that's funny.
Again.
Oh,
I didn't-
there's the
I hear the
abusing the
bells
power.
again.
He's abusing the privilege.
The boss is there.
Now.
My duty.
See, this works.
Oh my
In the
goodness.
butt. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, that's
I got it.
He's talking to Zero saying, "Come on, Charlie, it's time to go to bed."
awesome. Oh, he's frozen.
He's froze. It's 9:04.
Oh,
Jen.
it's a nice picture, though.
Yeah, that's a good stop.
That's a decent freeze shot. Yeah, freeze frame.
Overtime. Woo!
All right.
That's right.
You have to wait till Charlie comes back. He's going to try to come back now.
There he is.
Fernando and
There we
Eric
go.
out there, too. Hi guys.
Everybody, let
What's up?
Trey speak, okay? Trey, it's all yours.
Right?
Oh, am I on the pedestal now? I was just saying
Yeah.
hi to Fernando, saying hi to Eric. Who else just hopped in not too late? See, I'm on Central PA, hopped in. a little
Hi,
bit
Treasure
later.
Trails.
Decent squad.
Yeah, I think that's I think I said that.
That's it. I don't have too
I
much
saw
to say.
someone from
Been
Russia.
traveling all day.
Somebody from
Right.
Russia's on you guys there.
From Russia with love.
That's right.
Yeah,
Says home, Mrs.
we're talking
Charlie.
about vodka. Well, it's 9:00.
Yeah.
It's 9:05.
Do you know where your children?
Hi, Ezra.
Yeah.
Saw Ezra there.
What's up,
Hey,
Ezra?
sorry, I cut out there. I don't know what's wrong with my phone here, but I had a fun night being with you guys, hanging out with you guys.
It's a
It's
pleasure.
been
as
great.
always.
Charlie, thank you for stopping in.
Hopefully
Hopefully, we'll see you on Sunday.
Slow and
Yeah, we'll see
steady
you
in a
Sunday. I'll
speedy
be down.
recovery.
I'll
Right.
have my Uber driver take me down. Thank you so much.
Start
guys.
walking now.
Appreciate it.
Oh, there goes Trey.
Oh, there goes Trey.
Oh, we lost
Great
Trey.
job.
Well, at
All right,
this
everybody.
point, everyone, we'll see you next week.
Thanks,
Good
everybody,
evening.
for hanging with us. Have a great night.
Take care.
Bye.